Hello, people. This is Explicit from Arctic Gaming Crew. With me, I got Towelliee. How you doing?
You doing this morning?
What?
How you doing this morning? Wait, no, you're like somewhere. Aren't you in Europe?
Yeah, I'm in Norway.
Norway, so I can't say my German speaking stuff.
No.
How you doing, man? I'm doing good.
Yeah, I'm doing. I just fell asleep, so it's 8 in the no, 8 in the night here.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So good evening.
Yeah. Thanks. Thanks. Good morning to you, sir. Um, I'm think I'm just gonna fire away with our questions. There's a
Do
lot of
it.
there's a lot of asking to do. Who are you and what do you do?
My name is Towley, Roberto Garcia. People want to know my real name. They can Google me and find out where I live and stuff. Just kidding, don't do that. And I'm a Twitch partner. I'm a senior director for TGN TV, and I play games for a living. When I was 2 years old, my mother told me, just kidding, just kidding. That's all I wanted to say. I don't want to give everyone my life story. When I was two, my mother told me that I was going to be something great and special. And then when I was three, no, go ahead.
Okay. What made you start gaming in general?
Um, I mean, I don't know. I've always been playing games since I was a kid. Do you mean gaming just like as my career now, or when I
No,
was
no.
growing up?
When you started playing games.
Oh wow, yeah, man. I was like, I think I started playing like Sega Master System, Nintendo back in the day, right when it first came out too. And I don't know, I just kind of it was a big time sink for me just to, you know, I mean, I lived in a pretty rough neighborhoods, and my mother always wanted me to stay indoors. So I mean, I had nothing else to do. So instead of playing with He-Man toys and Thundercat toys or whatnot, I would just be playing Nintendo or Sega Master System or Atari or little handhelds and like little Donkey Kong handhelds that they had back in the early '80s, and that's how I just got started. From there, I just kept playing. I kept playing. I started subscribing to the original like Nintendo Power magazine, and I started just buying every system every year as it came out, and it just became something that I did every day. Finish school, go home, play video games, go to my friend's house, play video games. Go to my mother's friend's house. They have a system. They have kids. I play their video games. It was like, so that was pretty much how it was with how I started just gaming in general.
Cool. So you have always been a gamer.
Yeah, yeah, man. Like probably like 26 years now.
Cool, cool. What do you like the best? PS3 or Xbox 360?
I'm such a PS3 fanboy. I'm a Sony fanboy. Like I love Sony. I've had them since their first system, and I mean I have the Xbox too, but I mean like the PS3 is just one of those things where I just love all the Sony IP games that they come out with, and it's like I've always just stuck with them, even though when they've had issues with the whole like networking thing and all that. Like I still stuck with them, and I've been playing them now. What was it, 95 they came out, so it's been I'm so bad at math, like 17 years, I think. I don't know. I don't know how many years they've been out, something like that. Uh, but yeah, I mean, Xbox has a really good community with like the live stuff, but I've always just been a little fanboy of Sony.
Yeah, Sony normally gets the good end of the games. So,
Yeah, right.
are you gonna buy the new what's it called? The God of Warriors, God of War 3
God of War,
or
God of War
something?
4,
Four, four,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, yeah,
That's gonna be
absolutely.
cool.
Oh, that's gonna be amazing.
Ascendant or something.
Yeah, Ascension, I think it's called.
Ascension, yeah.
Yeah.
Mist of Pandaria, hammers up or down?
Hammers up, I say, man. I love Mr. Pandaria. I'm loving it so far in the beta. Pet Battles just opened up last night. There was a video on how to get it done. I can't wait to do it today. But yeah, I mean, I like Mr. Pandaria. It's definitely a hammers up for me. It seems like it's going to be one of the first expansions to come out with just a lot of content. It's
Yeah,
just going to be like Pet Battles, LFR from the start, the raids, the challenges, now they got the little like Farmville thing going in that one area, I think, in Valley, and it's I don't know. I just think it's going to do very well. I'm not sure if it's going to bring back the entire subscriber base that used to be in World of Warcraft from the early days, but they should probably definitely come back just to try it out because there's going to be a lot to do. Kind of
yeah,
drive away, that that mentality from people saying, "Oh, there's nothing to do in the game. I'm bored. I can't do anything." And now there's just so much to do from both
yeah.
PvE and PvP. So it's pretty good. I can't wait.
Yeah, I heard about something that you could get an egg and then you could breed your own mount or something.
Yeah, it's like crazy stuff like that, man. I mean, and people love that stuff, so
Yeah, especially people who complain.
yeah.
How does it feel to be the most awesome gaming streamer in the world?
What?
Yeah, I'm not.
Well,
I'm not kidding.
no,
That.
man. I think it's just the personality, really. I mean, I'm not that really good at games. Like my guild's like a top 125 man U.S. guild, and that's pretty much about the best I could put on my resume in terms of skill. But I mean, I love streaming, man, and I love to do it every day. I think when you come to my live stream, you'll see the difference between me and other streamers is that I love to go to work every day. I love to turn on the live stream and get riled up and interact with people and have a lot of fun. And some other people, they don't seem that way. They seem like they're kind of bored most of the time. They just sit around doing nothing. They don't talk to anybody. And it's kind of like, that's what kind of separates like my live stream from everyone
Yeah.
else's. And just that feeling of, having people loving to be in my channel every day, just, it makes me feel awesome. And as well as the fans, they feel awesome as well. But it feels pretty good. It feels pretty good to be, to having probably the most consistent like MMO stream in the past year so far. So hopefully it just keeps going.
Yeah, I've been watching your show for a year or so,
Oh,
and
wow. Cool.
and the reason I watch you is because you don't act like you're on TV. If you understand,
Right, right.
you're
Yeah,
not like.
I don't put the little smiley face on and
Yeah.
like, hey guys, today we're gonna do something really buckaroo cool. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's cool, man. Thanks, I appreciate it though.
Um, do you think that being able to work as a gamer conflicts with your social life and such?
It's tough. It's tough. I mean, I stream about 10 hours a day. My only break day is I mean, luckily I have a girlfriend who actually works herself, almost the same amount of hours that I work, and we almost work on the same schedule. So it works out in that sense. But like, Mondays is like my only day that I have to hang out with my girlfriend, and we hang out all morning from like 6 a.m. in the morning, 7 a.m. all the way till the afternoon, and I stream still on that day because women need their space and all that shit. You know how they are.
Yeah.
Uh, and but it does, man. I mean, like every single minute, second is important to me when I'm not streaming. If I'm not talking to a company or if I'm not checking through my numerous messages, I try to go out and be active, go to the gym, take a walk, do my errands, groceries, go out to the video game store, go out to the computer store, see what's new. But it's pretty tough. But I think it's gotten easier over the last year. Like I've kind of learned to control it more now to a point where I can just be as social as anyone else, go out and have some drinks, but then come home and just start streaming.
Yeah. Um, how did you like Diablo 3?
Um, yeah, like any Diablo 3 fans watching, they're probably gonna hate me. But I mean, I've never played Diablo 1 or 2 ever. Like,
Yeah.
I actually didn't even know what Diablo. I've heard of Diablo. I didn't know what it was until BlizzCon 2010, where I played it a little bit. I played like the arena style of it, but I like it. I played Diablo 3 before I played any of the other Diablos, and I guess the whole next generation computer graphics look pretty cool. I was playing a barbarian on my live stream, and I really enjoyed it. Like
Yeah.
it's a pretty exciting game. I heard they have the whole like active like auction housing going now. So where you can make like real life money out of like selling in game like rare items, and that's pretty cool. I mean, I'm probably not going to get into it as much as like the next guy who's like a hardcore Diablo 3 person, but I think the game's going to be successful, and I'm probably going to give it my share of the time just to play co-op with like fans and stuff like that.
How do you think the auction house thing is gonna work out? Because, come on, real life money in a game.
Uh, I don't know. I mean, I haven't read too much into it, so I really can't say much about it. But I can assume that there's probably going to be problems from the start. I mean, something like
Yeah.
that. So something like that it has to be really, really tested. And I'm not sure if people are even really testing it right now. Like, I don't even know how you get the money. I don't know if you set up a PayPal account. I don't know. But
Yeah,
it
you
seems
have
like
to connect with a third party
yeah, you have to
payment
go through a third
method.
party.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might open up the floodgates for selling sites and stuff like that. Soon you're gonna have sites like selling the rare items that you can take the rare item that you purchase for a low price and sell it for a higher price on your account. It's
Yeah.
like all this crazy stuff that you could possibly think of that can happen. And it's like I mean, I guess we'll see if it's successful. I know I'm not gonna partake in any of it, so I'm just gonna watch it from the outside and see if it works out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna even do anything without real life stuff because, come on, it smells like scam.
Yeah,
someone's gonna hack your account and then you're fucked.
yeah. There's going to be a lot of problems, but you know what? Eventually, Blizzard's Blizzard. They'll fix their problems over time, and they'll perfect it more than likely to a point
Oh yeah,
where
I
everyone can just have fun doing it.
I don't doubt that for a second. What you think about Terra?
Oh man, I love Terra. Terra's awesome. It's like
Yeah,
it's one of those games where you have to kind of, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? It has to be entertaining for you. It has to be your kind of game. It's not like one of those universal MMO games that everyone's gonna love. I mean, it has like a totally like different combat system where instead of like actually targeting a mob, you're aiming at it with a crosshair and using your abilities, chain skilling them. And it's like Terra is just like this awesome game that has beautiful graphics. It's using like the Unreal technology engine, and it's just it's just awesome. And I'm gonna be playing it. I think I got to like level 26 in the so far in the beta, and that character is going to carry over to live. So that means I only have like 30 something more levels to go, which is probably going to take a while. But so many MMOs coming out now. It's like I think Terra's up there as one of the MMOs that I'll be playing probably like on my off time on the weekends, late at night when I'm done streaming my WoW stuff. But I like the game. I can't wait to till it goes live.
yeah. Are you gonna play it like a lot? Have some
Um,
days that
yeah.
you play only
Well,
Terra?
maybe I'm not sure. I mean, Terra has like they don't have many raids coming out. They have one like raid that's kind of like a rift raid. It's outdoors. I'm not sure if that's going to be like you have to fight for the mobs or if it's instanced. So I mean, the content for actually end game is kind of there for me, but not as much as a game probably like WoW or Star Wars or something like that that actually has like raids with like 5 bosses and stuff like that.
Nice. Um, do you think this is something you will do for long? Since Twitch partnered with was it CBS?
CBS, yeah.
So yeah, do you think they will go TV?
It's possible. It's very possible they will go TV. I mean, I'm not sure if we're going to be start seeing Twitch esport commercials on CBS in the U.S. here. I mean, I'll tune into the channel to check, but I mean, if it's something that it's going to happen for a long time, yeah, I think so. I mean, I know that I'm going to keep going until they kick me out. So,
That's probably not gonna happen. I bet you earn
yeah,
them a good amount of money.
yeah, that's probably not going to happen. But but Twitch is very awesome, man. They've been really good to me. And so the way I see it is, if you're good to me, I'm gonna stay loyal to you, and I
Yeah.
don't care if any other site offers me whatever. I'm always gonna be stay with Twitch, and I think Twitch is gonna. I mean, Twitch is like growing so fast right now, and that even myself, I'm trying to keep up with all the news and all the stuff that's going on with them.
Please tell us something about why you do all these charities.
Um, I mean, in general, I'm just a generous person. I just love giving back a lot, and growing up, especially like for something like Child's Play, I've always had a lot of friends that were in hospitals and stuff like that, and the reason I tell people all the time is Child's Play always hits home pretty hard for me because I had a friend who had cancer and he was in the hospital, and this is just like a couple of years ago, so it's not even like it's really a child's thing, but and I remember him being in the hospital and going through like chemotherapy, and all he had was a stupid TV to watch. I literally like took my own PlayStation 3 out of my wall, took it to the hospital so he can play. I had a fight with the doctors to let them have the PlayStation 3 in his room just so he can play. And then, at least that put a smile on his face, and he passed away a few years ago from that. But, when I see a charity like Child's Play, it just kind of reminds me of that. Or reminds me of, even when I was younger, I had friends whose little brothers, little sisters were in the hospital for whatever sicknesses. And, you just see them there sitting just bored, doing nothing.
Yeah.
And Child's Play is just an amazing charity that just gives back to that aspect of the community. They work with hospitals to, give children, toys and little video game systems to play, while they're sick. I mean, if you look at my latest video, it has like I have pictures of it, and they're just there. They have IV lines running in their hands, and but they're happy. They have a smile on the face because they're playing a little 3DS and they're playing Mario and stuff because they know they're going to be there in that hospital maybe for the next months, maybe the rest of their lives. We don't know, right? And where, a lot of the charities that I support relate to things in my life. And I'm still going to explore other charities in the future. But right now, charities like Child's Play and the National Breast Cancer Organization. Like those charities really hit hard home. So I like to support them a lot. And even growing up, my parents were always very good with charities and giving donations and helping out homeless people and stuff like that in our neighborhood. So I've always just been accustomed to it.
Yeah, I really love that streamers do this because a lot of people don't know what's going on in the world. So
Right? Yeah.
it's pretty important that like you and Athene are doing this.
Yeah, man, that guy's a workhorse, man. He's
Yeah.
insane. He's going crazy. Like he's like at $400,000 or something now, out of almost reaching 1 million. That's impressive. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I was watching a stream and there was this guy saying, "Oh, Athene, can't you stop talking about this shit and play some games?" And he was like freaking the fuck out and told him, "Get the fuck out of my chat room." And
Um,
yeah, so he really do this the real way, I think.
yeah,
I don't know.
he's passionate. Yeah.
Are you currently looking for any sponsors?
I did. You know what? Like, I kind of seen how sponsorship has affected other people in the past, and like at first I really wasn't looking for sponsorships. Like I've been doing this for 2 years total, like actually as a career for the past almost like 10, 11 months now. And up until maybe just last week, I really didn't even talk to anyone for sponsorship. But this past weekend, I started looking last week. I started talking to Twitch saying, hey, I've been with you guys for a while. We're one of the top streams for MMOs. Can you maybe talk to some people for me? And yeah, I mean, I got hooked up with Gunner Optics, and they're sending me like a pair of prescription Gunner scopes right now, which is pretty cool. Um, I had my first meeting with Razer, with their community managers and their community specialists yesterday, and they want to work with the live stream too. Prizes and events and stuff like that. So that's pretty exciting stuff for me. And while all that is happening, I always tell these companies like Razer and Gunner and anyone else that it's the stream is like my baby. It's like my show.
Yeah.
Anything that you want to do to affect it, it's gonna affect me. Just like however I present your product to the public is gonna, I'm representing you. So it's kind of a way of me telling them, don't try to smash your logo everywhere around my page. Let me do it my way, and I'm pretty sure my fans will be happy with it. But I mean, I was looking for them last week, and I just started talking to them this week. So I mean, I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Um, where was I? What do you have to say to other people who want to start living off streaming and YouTubing?
Oh man, it's tough. I mean, if you got the time, go for it. Like if you have hours upon hours every day to build your own YouTube channel and to advertise it and to just completely whore yourself out at the start like I did, you know, uh, I mean, it's a great thing to do as a hobby. It's really fun. It gets better once the hobby turns into a career, but that's the part of the transition that's kind of the toughest, because there's so many questions you have to ask yourself. Do you have what it takes? Do you have the voice? Do you have the personality? Maybe you're like a rank one warrior, or maybe you're a MLG pro. That's kind of easy if you're one of those, because that'll instantly get you, a lot of people watching. But um, I mean, like I said, if you have the time and you have the dedication, go for it. It's amazing. Even if you don't have the time and dedication, work for it slowly. Start off really slow. I'm pretty sure a lot of people out there have their day jobs, have school, college. Don't be doing something stupid like dropping out of school because you want to become a gamer for a career because you saw someone else doing it. Because then your
Yeah.
parents are going to disown you, kick you out. You're going to be having dogs in the middle of the street trying to rip your legs off at night. We don't want any of that. Like if you want to start doing it, start slow. Make it a little hobby. Do video by video by video. Try to promote yourself a little bit. Create your name on different forums, different websites. See how people like you.
Yeah.
Make a Twitch. If you make a Twitch live stream stuff that you want to do, not what others want to see you do. Because that's my biggest thing. My biggest thing is that I like to play whatever I want to play. Regardless of what anyone in the chat says, it's always what I want to play. And a lot of people get scared when they start streaming, like, oh man, I'm streaming, Battlefield, but these guys are screaming at me because they're Call of Duty. Should I play Call of Duty? No, you play Battlefield. But yeah, for people who want to start this streaming and YouTubing, go for it, man. Start off as a hobby, do it nice and slowly, work your way up, and if you see that you can maybe grow something out of it, just go for it. And if it works out, good. If it doesn't, always make sure you have a plan B. That's always
Yeah.
been my first thing I tell all the fans. Whatever you do, make sure you have a plan B, but all the time. Excuse me.
Why did you choose the name Towelliee?
uh, I don't know, man. It's kind of weird story. Like I think at the time that the Burning Crusade came out, which is when the Blood Elves were introduced and Paladins were, you know, having rumors of being known as the next tanks. Um, I kind of retired my raiding warrior, and I was just sitting there like I think a couple of days before the launch of Burning Crusade, and I was just like watching TV, and I was like, wow, this Tally character looks pretty damn funny, and I'm like, and I don't really watch South Park that much to be honest, and I just saw like you know a little towel getting high and being all retarded, and all of a sudden at the time my ex girlfriend who also played WoW, she's like because I was trying to figure out what should I name my paladin because I'm really peculiar with names. And she's like, you should name your character Towelliee. And I'm like, really? I should name him Towelliee? And she's like, yeah, that's so funny. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. And at that time, I didn't know anything was going to happen in the future. So I just typed in Towelliee, Towellie. Obviously, it was taken. Towellie, it was taken. So I just said Towellie, and it was like available. So I just took it. And I just stayed with the name. I just never, you know, it's never stopped using it, I guess.
It's pretty cool. Has a ring to it.
I think so.
Last of all, is there anything you want to say to your fans?
Oh wow, what? Where do I start? I mean, I always thank the fans just for you know being there and being supportive and you know just believing in a random average Joe who barely has any skill in any game, but you know loves to talk to the people and you know likes to keep it real and has his mind you know open and always likes to say what's on his mind and you know message to the fans is just you know keep watching, keep supporting, you know uh, you support me, I support you. You know, I look for you, I look out for you guys. You guys always look out for me all the time, and you know, I just couldn't be more thankful. I mean, if it wasn't for the fans, if it wasn't for you guys out there, I wouldn't be where I am right now. I wouldn't be doing this interview. I wouldn't be, you know, probably living in California. I wouldn't be doing any of this. I'd just be home, probably somewhere in New Jersey, playing like I don't know, like Nintendo. I doing no, but I definitely have to thank the fans for everything because, like I said, they're the backbone, they're the foundation, you know, of anyone's career when it comes to YouTubing and streaming. You can ask anyone, you can ask Swifty or Athene. You know, maybe we all have the personalities, but if the fans aren't there to support you, then you go nowhere. So you know, thank you to the fans. Hammers up.
Fans are important indeed. Um, yeah, that was about it. I don't really have any questions. Is there anything you want to say, like to promote someone, something?
Yeah, I mean, you're doing something, aren't you? Aren't you giving away like an iPad for this or something? Or
Yes,
you reach how many subs you need to reach?
5K, 5K.
Wow.
So then that I have a sponsor, which is a shop. They will give me an iPad if I reach or when I reach 5K.
5K subs. Which iPad is it?
Two.
Ooh, the two. My girlfriend needs one of those. Just kidding. Uh, yeah, man. No, that's pretty cool. I mean, I'm definitely gonna shout you out and let's see if we can get you a couple of thousand people over the week. Get you
Yeah,
on there.
that
Start to
would
get
be
up with that iPad.
awesome.
But I mean, shout outs, man, to TGN.TV. You know, that's my company, that's my employer, that's who I work for. You know,
Yeah,
CEO George always been there for me. Twitch.tv. You know, and all the friends I have on Twitch and all the friends I have on YouTube, man. Like, just shout out to everyone. But yeah, man, let's see if we can get you those 5K subs. That's interesting. I like
sweet.
iPad.
Yeah, maybe you win.
Yeah, maybe I'll win. Wouldn't that be something? There'd be
Oh,
riots.
yeah. People will be like, no, it's unfair.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Subscribe. Have a good day. Bye.